And ahead of that address to Congress, News Channel 3's Luis Avila live in studio right now with Coachella Valley residents weighing in with their thoughts on the state of the country from both sides of the aisle. Yeah, Luis, you talked to some people with some very varied opinions out there today.
Yeah, and as you might expect, John, vastly different opinions, from both sides of the aisle. Now, today's speech comes as protests against Trump administration continuing today. Ahead of tonight's speech, organizers tell me they plan to take this protest to other Valley cities. Supporters of the president at the Patriot store say these demonstrations won't stop the work being made in Washington. And as for what they both want, action.
Kind of a rush job.
A protest outside La Quinta City Hall on Tuesday. Demonstrators speaking out against the Trump administration and recent policies.
I'm concerned about the tariffs, how it's going to affect the economy. I'm concerned about immigration, the Dreamers and everyone that they're after. And I am concerned about silencing other people and other opinions.
This ahead of President Trump's joint remarks to Congress. Marcy Maxwell with the Democrats of the Desert says this speech comes at an uneasy time for many.
State of the country is that there's too much that people are concerned about. There's too much risk and volatility.
Across the aisle, Sandra Schultz with the East Valley Republican Women Patriots says the country is making positive strides.
So much has been done in the last month and a half. I think more has been done in the last month and a half than in years of the last administration.
Some of those issues include tariffs, Ukraine, and immigration.
I see the country heading in the right direction. His stance on the border is top. I really like the stance on Ukraine.
The Department of Homeland Security releasing this ad on Monday, warning undocumented people to self-deport or face the consequences.
But if you leave now, you may have an opportunity to return and enjoy our freedom.
You think that was the proper way to relay that message?
No, I don't think it was the proper way. It seems like a threat to me, and I don't think, leading by fear is not appropriate.
We have to enforce our borders, and I think that has to be the message, that it means something to come into the country illegally.
But despite the political polarization, there is some consensus regardless of party, the importance of citizen participation.
I like the path. I mean, he's doing exactly what the voters asked for.
This is our civic responsibility, is to make sure that we are active citizens.
Now that ad you just saw part of is airing in cities across the country like Palm Springs, Los Angeles, and New York. Now the president's remarks will air tonight at 6 o'clock. You can find continuing coverage on air and online at KESQ.com. Live in studio, Luis Avila, News Channel 3.